Hello, everybody. LaRon Henderson here with Collective for Youth, Program Quality Director, here to talk to you today about a serious topic of cooperative learning. We have 10 workshops in the Youth Work Method series, and this is one of them. You can also couple this with active learning, cooperative learning kind of go together. And so sit back, grab a pencil, grab a pen, grab the information that I sent you regarding your workbook, your digital workbook, and we'll get started. First thing I want to do is talk to you just a little bit about Collective for Youth. Collective for Youth, what we believe our vision is to develop a community of thriving out-of-school time partners who are empowered to ignite the imagination and grow the minds of youth. That's our vision. Ignite the imagination and grow the minds of youth. Our mission is to be a connector for advocacy, resources, and training for out-of-school time providers in Omaha, Nebraska. Now we are we're a part of some national networks and we have some relationships across the country, but our primary work is done here in Omaha, Nebraska. What we do, our priorities are pretty simple. Partnership support, quality improvement, professional development, collective fundraising and grant management, and data collection, including measurement of youth outcomes. We believe that the data that we gather, that we get from agencies, from sites, should be used in the planning process to make higher quality programs and make programs better for students. Cooperative learning today, our objective is pretty simple. We want you to be able to define cooperative learning, understand how cooperative learning helps to meet the social and intellectual needs of youth, learn how to apply 4 complementary strategies to engineer successful cooperative learning structures. That's a big word, but we're going to talk about that. And then gain experience using a variety of ways to form and structure groups. You're going to walk away from here with some materials. Well, actually, they're in your workbook. Some materials to get kids working together to achieve better goals. Our agenda welcomes you. Hope you're doing well. We're going to talk. We're going to see what does cooperative learning really work. We're going to look at some strategies for cooperative learning. Really looking at implementing cooperative learning in your setting. How do you do that? And then we're going to close. We're going to get out of here. So we always use the pyramid. We always use a pyramid, the pyramid of program quality as we're doing our trainings. And today's workshop is really about peer interaction, safe environment, supportive environment, interaction, peer interaction, and youth engagement. But what do we do in small groups? What do we do to put kids together? That's what we're going to talk about today. So think about real quickly, think about an experience that you had with cooperative learning. Did it work? When as you were facilitating a group, if you were, a couple things to think about. Think about a time when you facilitated a group experience for youth. What are some of the highlights you had as a leader? Kind of big. Think about a time when you facilitated a group experience for youth. What were some of the challenges you had as a leader? That's a big one. And think about your personal experiences as a participant in a group, in school or workplace. What were some of the positive experiences you had and what made them positive? Then on the flip side, think about the same situation, personal experience. What were the negative experiences and what did you take away negative? Think about those things for just a few seconds. If you're with a group of people right now, write some things down, have some conversation about those 4 things, but really think about what cooperative learning looks like. Many times we were forced to get into groups as a student or even as an adult participating in a workshop, and it wasn't very fun. Or it could have been a blast, but just think about that. And then we'll continue to move. All right, let's get into a definition of cooperative learning. If you have your workbook in front of you on page 8 talks about our definition. So cooperative learning, for the purposes of this workshop, cooperative learning is a purposeful learning structure coordinated and facilitated by a facilitator where youth work interdependently with one or more peers. Sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot. Let's break that down. Cooperative learning is purposeful is a purposeful learning structure coordinated and facilitated by a facilitator where youth work interdependently with one or more peers. If you break that down, those keywords there, purposeful, coordinated or facilitated, or coordinated and facilitated, interdependently. So they're not working dependent, they're not working independent, and interdependent is where they work together with one or more people. The benefits of cooperative learning on page 2, motivation, retention of facts, academic achievement, intergroup relations, individual control, effects on high achieving students, and it affects on shy or introverted students. Now, high achieving, it may give that person who is high achieving, that student that's high achieving, it may give them the avenue to shine and show their peers what they know. But it also may bring the person who's shy or introverted out of the box, and they're able to show some things as well. Or they're able to get involved with a group and feel like they belong better than doing it by themselves. I hope that makes sense. So what are the steps? What are the steps to cooperative learning? The steps. 1 through 4 here. Is it to create multiple opportunities, plan and establish goals, promote collaboration, or include reflection and feedback? Think about that for a second. Then I'm going to show you the direction, how they work. On page 8, I may have let the cat out of the bag early. So it looks just like that. The first step is creating multiple opportunities in the program. Plan and establish goals, promote collaboration, and then, as we've talked in many of our sessions, include reflection and feedback. So good. So as I talked, giving you tools inside your book, inside your digital workbook, there are tons and tons of information, group formers, group structures, how to break kids into groups, looking at chalkboard, counting off, famous trios, a number of different things. So the goal is going to be finding, let me go back. Let me do this. When I look at this one, strategies, how we can put it into your program is create multiple opportunities. So that could be at the beginning, that could be at the middle, that could be at the end. But the first thing you have to do is look at your lesson plan and make sure that you have intentionally put that in there. Create multiple opportunities. And then plan and establish goals. What is it that you're trying to achieve from having these goals, or having these groups together? Not the goals, but the groups. What does that look like? And then promote collaboration, model collaboration, and then promote it. Hey, we're going to work together today because we have a project to do. And then after we get done, include reflection and feedback. One, because you want to hear how it went. And it may be it went great. It may be that the way that you paired it up, it just didn't work. And so you may have to find another strategy, like I showed on the other slide, you may have to show a different strategy because counting off. And if you do it the same way each time with the group formers, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes kids can manipulate that. But really, there are at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 10, 15, 10 to 15 group formers on there, and then structure what that looks like. Jigsaws, fish bowls, scenarios, stay and stray, think, pair, share. Think, pair, share is one that I like because one, it gives kids and gives people time to think about an issue. Then they pair together. They can choose or they can be automatically put together, and then they share an idea. I think those are awesome. So take a look at page 36 through 50. Well, it's a little bit more. I think it's 36 through 70. But you'll have tons and tons of ideas of how to form groups, how to structure groups to make your cooperative learning experience positive. So as we look today, I went over that pretty quick, but when we look at implementing this, when we look at implementing cooperative learning into our programs, what does that look like? Are you a 1 where I have a lot of doubt that you can do that? Are you a 3, still learning, but I think I get it? Or a 5 where I'm ready to implement cooperative learning in my program at the next time I go into the school, tomorrow? All right, think about that. You have some more information on page 46. All right, if you want to know some more, I would encourage you to continue to use the workbook that I sent you, to have that for yourself as well as for your staff. But sharing cooperative learning with others, positive interdependence across age groups and content areas, group formers and structure, cooperative learning planning form. There's a form in there to help you do that. And then, as I've said many, many times, pages 66 through 70 is going to give you all of the research behind this idea of cooperative learning and the importance of it, the importance of cooperative learning in the area of youth development. If you have questions for me, if you have questions, comments, you have concerns, once you get into the information, you like it, great, but you can call me. There's my telephone number, or you can email me. Love to take your email, love to help you out, love to show you exactly what it is. We have tons of videos. We have tons of videos that explain, here's what cooperative learning is, here's what it looks like, here's what it sounds like, and actually what it looks like in program. So I hope this was helpful for you. It continued to do a good job, continue to make the minds of youth come alive through your innovation. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.